Okay, let's go this way. Alright. I'm guessing we'll have to wait until the person spawns in again. There he is. Admiral awaits. That is such a cool staff. Still explain stuff, alright.
We Lominsons are sworn to strive, till sea swallows all. And swallow all it would have, had Leviathan prevailed. That we still strive now, not for the first time. You have delivered Limsa Lominsa from the wrath of a primal. Never has our nation known a stouter ally. On behalf of my people, tis meet that I give thanks to old Mistbeard, too, for his fine solution.
That's cool, just leave like a floating...
Before I set foot in
fighting
these lands, I had no inkling that the people of Eorzea contended with such mighty foes. So far, this experience has served to remind me of the...
Yeah, that's alright.
Though I am but a refugee in this realm, know that I am tutored in one of
I wonder why you can't show your face. Is there like a big reveal or something?
It may seem outlandish to the Eorzean.
I want to say welcome.
But should any of your people care to learn,
thank you for joining.
I would be pleased to initiate them.
And I will see to it that they are grateful. I have no doubt that your knowledge and skills will serve us well.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame you can't see the face.
Your art is not so outlandish as you think. Would you not agree, Master Thancred?
Thancred. He's got the tattoo. I don't even know what that tattoo is.
Not escapes your searching eye, Admiral. Few are privy to this information, but Limsa Lominsa is home to a certain secret fraternity. Its members are trained in a form of combat, not unlike your own. By my...
I am heartened to hear this. I too noted a kinship between your style and mine own, though it seemed to me that you fought differently in the beginning.
I suppose I did.
Though you may labor to believe it, Thancred was once something of a scoundrel who fraternized with the criminal class.
Oh, that makes him more interesting.
Stola!
I'm just kidding.
You jest, of course.
Hey, Stola.
But for a chance encounter with Alphino's grandsire, he might never have left Limsa Lominsa, or received an education in Sharlayan, or taken up his post in Uldar, which is where he'd...
Well, he's like, oh, I was a criminal.
Minfilia, please!
Oh, you're embarrassing him.
It would seem...
Seems he's more than you thought.
Lady Yugiri, I am told that you and yours came to Eorzea seeking permanent resettlement, and that many domins have since been engaged as frontier hands at Revenant's Toll. Moderna... Know that I would like nothing better than to furnish your people with a new home here on Lominsan soil. Alas, yet I'll not have it said that we turned a blind eye to your suffering.
Wow.
We are in your debt, Admiral. I realize that it scarce qualifies as repayment, but if it please you, I shall set...
Yeah, Marshal. Wait a second. Is this like a... No, you already have a pugilist. Is it... That already turns into a monk. I was thinking it was like a new class or something.
You wished a word in
I love this music. And it's not on the soundtrack. So I don't know where this little sound comes from.
The better not to spoil the festive mood. History repeats itself, Admiral.
Yes.
As the kobolds did before them, the Sahagin resorted to summoning their god over a territorial feud. They acted in self-preservation. It may be that the Sahagin initiated this particular clash, but how it begins does not interest me so much as how it ends.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I have not forgotten our conversation, Y'shtola.
Y'shtola.
I am aware that man bears part of the blame for the primal's existence. Nor am I ignorant of the Sahagins' reason for acting.
Really?
They sought to secure a place to breed and multiply that their kind might survive. Self-preservation, as you say.
Wow, so they're not bad.
But we have as
It's
much
all
right
gray.
to live and thrive as they.
Oh,
if our own
yeah.
survival is threatened, are we to
That's
lay
right.
down our arms and welcome oblivion? Nay.
I'll just down that moralistic
And
preaching.
so you kill, that you might live. Yet if living is a right, then that right belongs to all peoples.
Easy there,
men
David,
or
from The Last of Us. We kill to survive. We're no different. We have to look after our own.
I'll not deny your reasoning. But when a storm gathers, it falls to me to see my people safely
Yeah, my
through
people,
it.
yep.
That is my duty.
Duty.
And I shall do it.
All right. I love that music, and it's not on the original soundtrack. I've tried to find it.
Admiral. Stay the course then, but know that it will lead to no good end.
Where's... I gotta find the name of that music.
Man has ever put himself first and foremost. To justify his actions, he clads himself in the armor of righteousness,
Yes.
though it be a fancy of his own making. In this, mayhap the Garleans and we Domans are not so different.
Oh. Is that true, though?
Eorzea has... When hopes of coexistence founder,
Strength
must determine who...
Alright. Might equals right, we get it. So there's a little bit of platitude thrown around there. Makes the characters a little more believable. You know a little bit about what they think. Love that character building. Lord of the World. Oh, I get it, like world. All of these quest names have little puns and plays on words. Alright, even though I just came from that room, I was wondering if you could take me back up there. Okay, I just came down that... Oh, I see. Admiral's letter. So it's the upper plaza. I'm pretty close to it, actually. Alright, I'm just curious. Why? Disciples of Magic, level 70. Sage. Unlock the Sage job. Okay. So that's where I go to get Sage, eventually. There we go. To inconspicuous man. Wouldn't it be a conspicuous man? I mean, he doesn't look... He's kind of off to the side. Well, I guess he's wearing... Yeah, he's got a thing on. I was hoping I might catch a glimpse of Thancred, too. Oh, I see. Do I don't just... Oh... Revenant's Tale. Revenant's Toll.
I have been reflecting upon the events which took place during our visit to Vilbrand. If you have a moment, I would share my conclusions with you. Please, bear with me. When the Sahagin Elder summoned Leviathan, he employed the power we have come to know as the Echo, though I cannot... When the Admiral subsequently slew him, his spirit emerged from his lifeless flesh, a consciousness shorn of physical form, thus transfigured. Long have I known that but never did I... It was of this... And yet, as we both bore... And the import... There exists a to most... Much and more yet... For the present, with Earth... Oh, I was just...
Grave tide it doth
What of them?
My lady, the Isle of Val, which for many years hath been the Order's home, is no more.
No more? Whatever do you mean?
What? I wonder what it means.
I relate only that which hath been conveyed unto me by our agents. An etheric wave of the highest magnitude was recorded in the region. Soon thereafter, 'twas observed that the isle had ceased to be. 'Tis postulated that a magic was evoked, like in power to Ultima.
12 preserve.
If there are no other matters, I move that today's meeting be adjourned.
Forgive my impertinence, my lord, but these orders, I am uncertain as to what end they serve.
Revolution.
Revolution. Interesting. Interesting developments. Through the maelstrom. Mm-hmm. Oh. May I have a word? Oh, Tataru. He's wounded. Interesting. Alright.
You must have gathered by now that Tataru is given to exaggeration. As you can see, I am quite well. Ul'dah, on the other hand, is not. This riot was anything but an isolated incident. There is a restlessness in the air. Tensions long simmering are at last threatening to boil. Ul'dah is a nation infamous. to an Ul'dan. So where do the refugees fit into this social hierarchy? What Plainly, there is none. They have no wealth, no power, and no worth. To the Ul'dan way of thinking, they may as well not.
Yeah, that sounds sad.
Choosing to ignore their existence, however, is patently not an option. General Ramuh and the Sultana understand this, which is why they ordered the immortal flames to... Yet none would dispute that the expenses incurred by this policy grow by the day.
Oh, they grow. Oh no, yeah, and they're very money focused. Oh no.
This has prompted more and more Ul'dans to question their obligation to aid these worthless wanderers. While more and more refugees have come to resent their treatment at the hands of the sneering citizenry. The manner of look, it was only a matter of time before the refugees united in protest. Nor is it any surprise that some among...
Interesting. Let's soothe. Alright. Shock and awe. Yeah, that's a good place. What's that? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Nice cave. There you go. Desperate refugee. Alright, let's just aim that a little bit better. Alright. So let's see what's over here. I'm trying to find out how much gil do I have? I think I have 590,000. Wait, there we go. Yeah, 590,000. Okay, you can see it with the. I was trying to find like a good background where you can see the. Yeah, like that dark stone is probably the best background to see the currency. Okay, so let's search that place for the merchant. There we go. Whee! There you go. Yeah, let's go around there. Here we go. Yeah. Oh. What? He's so far away. Can you identify? Oh, mistrustful. Yes. Who will be my next victim? Wahahaha. It's exactly what evildoers say. Where is he though? I've gotten lazy. Where is he? Ah, there he is. Oh, so yeah. Told him I should have just kept going. There he is. Mistrustful merchant. You again, why are you pursuing me? Sedition, treason, revolution. Who has filled your head with these lies, refugees? Mm-hmm. Oh, who is that? What's all the commotion? Yeah, I don't even use arrows. Oh, good. They don't suspect me. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I should go to where I thought the arrow came from. Oh. Yeah, but you don't want a justice system based on that kind of vigilante justice. Yeah. Murdered. Oh, he's silenced. We'll move on. Oh, I can use the Aethernet to travel quickly. I'm learning. I'm learning. There we go.
Commander Swift has kept us apprised of your recent activities. You've made great strides towards quelling the violence.
Despite our best efforts to determine what provoked this uprising,
this information does not leave this room.
Okay. Alright, Reborn, what is it?
The Syndicate's decision to reject the Doman refugees' appeal for asylum had lasting repercussions. A number of those displaced by the calamity claimed it was proof of a policy of discrimination. Together with a group of Alamegan refugees, they organized a series of demonstrations to protest against the Sultanate. Demonstrations which became heated, but did not descend into violence. Until a certain incident served as a call to arms.
A unit of brass blades sent to supervise a demonstration loosed arrows upon unarmed protesters. It was this atrocity which prompted the refugees to take up arms. I need not tell you what followed.
We assumed at first that the attack was born of a miscommunication. When emotions run high, they happen. But suspicions were raised regarding the unit's commanding officer, whom I ordered interrogated. Sure enough, our fears were soon confirmed. The dog confessed that a merchant had offered him coin to give the order. A merchant in the employ of Teleji Adeleji.
Teleji Adeleji. But he spoke in favor of the Doman's cause, and has ever seemed sympathetic towards the refugees' plight. Why would he do such a thing?
Know you of the Cartano Reclamation Bill? It is a proposal to annex the Cartano Flats so that refugees may establish permanent settlements.
When last I looked, that was disputed territory.
Aye. Some might even call it a battlefield. The destruction wrought by Bahamut was greatest at the Cartano Flats. That much is common knowledge. What is less well known is that his rampage laid bare ancient Alagon ruins, of which no record existed. There are certain differences of opinion as to how these ruins should be handled, which is why each nation maintains a military presence in the region to this day. Yet differ though we may, we are still allies. Therefore, in the interest of preserving the Eorzean alliance, we have reached an agreement. Any conflict which may arise during the course of military exercises in the region shall have no bearing on relations between our nations. In full knowledge of this delicate state of affairs, Teleji Adeleji proposed the Cartano Reclamation Bill. A shameless, bloody ruse which stands to benefit him in but one conceivable way. If successful, he will gain control over the disputed territory under the guise of assisting in the resettlement effort. And you can be sure he'll build an orphanage next to every Allagan ruin.
The man would threaten the unity of the Eorzean alliance and risk countless lives for personal gain.
He walks a path all his own, independent of any faction and beholden to none of his fellows on the Syndicate.
By inciting the less fortunate to violence, he hopes to convince others that the Cartano Reclamation Bill is the only viable solution. His sympathy for the plight of the Domans was not but posturing to gain credibility with the refugees. Of that there can be no doubt.
Forgive me, but what could possibly motivate Teleji Adeleji to go to such lengths? What is so special about these ruins that he would risk his position on the Syndicate, and, most likely, charges of treason against the Sultanate?
Omega.
Pardon?
An Allagan monstrosity, not unlike the Ultima weapon. Mayhap larger, we know not. It has yet to be fully excavated. Allagan inscriptions indicate that it was If accurate, it might explain why Nail Van Darnus chose to bring the Red Moon down upon the Cartano Flats. Given the ends he went to ensure Eorzea's annihilation, destroying the one weapon which could stay the Elder Primal may well have seemed like good sense.
When first I bore witness to the power of the Ultima weapon, I doubted the evidence of my senses. And now...
Aye.
At present, Omega is more akin to a fossil than a tool of war, however, if someone were to restore it, as the Garleans did the Ultima weapon, I have little doubt that he would wield untold power.
Power enough to subjugate Uldar like as not, and the rest of Eorzea besides, which is doubtless why Teleji Adeleji yearns to have it.
Wow.
That he should aspire to world domination. He who has ever walked 2 paces behind Lord Lolorito in matters of commerce.
In matters of commerce.
Tis in acknowledgement of his own limitations that he seeks this power. Woe betide us all should we allow him to have it.
Pray waste no time chasing rats. Only a fool would believe that secrets can be kept in Uldar.
It would seem the implications of the Sultanate's refugee problem are rather more far-reaching than we assumed.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Interesting. There we go. Wow. They wish to discuss the latest threat to arise in the Black Shroud. Ooh. Yeah, Ramuh. Well, yeah, so that would be the Sylphs, wouldn't it? Because they mentioned there was another one in Gridania. So maybe that was Ramuh. And they move fast with the auto text. Good job, Papa Limo. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they might have thought it was an invasion, the Sylphs. You know, the fact that the Sylphs are so close to the King Mughal King Mog. The 12th. Then, I guess I didn't think about that. Yes, I remember those souls. Breaking cycle of primal summonings. Yeah, maybe. Alright. New Britannia. Yeah. So you talk to the Adder's Nest, you talk with the forces there, and then they'll direct me towards the Sylphs. Possibly another primal fight. That's interesting. Oh, Connie Senna is nearby, of course. And Uldredon. Yes.
Scion, I summoned... Scared? Our guest informs us that the Sylphs, too, have sensed the... though his exact whereabouts remain unknown. Unlike the other primals you have encountered, Lord Blessed... The 12s would... Dear friend, I beseech you.
Yeah.
Safeguard the peace which
Okay. What if it's like, nah, not this time? Yay! So
You have my thanks.
oh yeah, it's the
Pray
dance.
make for little solace then. A member of the Order of the Twin Adder...
Lord of Leven.
An ill wind blows through the forest. Yet,
That
it
wind's
is
pretty
not
ill.
only the 12's wood that flinches at its coming. All the lands of Eorzea shiver in dread anticipation.
Have care. Shroud. There you go. And okay, so we're at 589,000. So we're close to 600,000. Bum 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 bum. The Black Shroud. There we go. Was that the mobile music? Oh boy. This will be sent as soon as your fellow Scions finish their investigations. You can imagine it will be much longer. Oh, can I fly over this? Yes, I can. Yes, we can. Oh, I love this. So much easier to navigate. Yeah. Wow, look how deep into the Sylph village this is. Oh, yeah. It's the crystal. Wow. They really are summoning.
Thine order betrays thee, servant of hiding.
I love this song. I really need to know it. It's like boop, 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 boop. At all the best parts, it shows up. That's fascinating.
Thou art the bringer of light, bane of Ifrit, Titan,
Yes.
Garuda, and Leviathan.
Yes, I am.
I am Ramuh, guardian of the children of the forest.
So can we like strike a deal, not fight each other?
Thou tramplest upon secret
No,
soil,
you know,
bringer of light.
for your
By what right doth man intrude in this sanctuary of the sylphs?
Yeah, we're gonna like put you down.
Danians proffer peace? Their words are born of delusion, thine offer an insult. Thou speakest of harmony, yet carest naught for my children's desires. They did but wish to dwell beneath these boughs in solitude.
In solitude.
Even that was too much to ask.
You know, their faces remind me of the Hollow Knight face.
Thus did
The
they
mask.
turn to me for succor.
Succor.
The sentence I pronounce upon thy kind is just. Redanian of God, thy whence? It would explain much. Not least why strife and sorrow follow ever in thy wake. Thou canst not deny the urgings of thine own nature. Knowing that thy mere presence here portendeth tragedy, wilt thou persist in this pretense of peacemaking? Thou bearest the crystal which I bestowed upon my wayward charges. But they should entrust so precious a gift to thee. Thou standest apart from thy kin. Thou art the bringer of light, aye. But there is something more in thee. Very well. If thou wouldst champion... Yet if thou shouldst be found wanting, know that all men... Come to me, bringer of light. I shall await thee on the field of battle.
Urianger, it is rare indeed to find you so far from a tome.
Lord of Levin himself. Never till this day had I looked upon his visage, save in painted renderings.
Wow, yeah, he was pretty impressive. That was pretty impressive.
I must beg thine aid on a point of research. If thou art resolved to face Lord Ramuh, I would ask thy leave to
observe the event. All right. All right, we are unlocking all of these, aren't we? All right, here we go. Interesting sound. A striking tree. So I'm guessing you don't want to fall off the edge, I'm guessing. It's a fascinating little battle arena. I see, so it's in the Sacred Silk place. Oh, I like this music. All right. Excellent. Very nice. Alright, let's see what else he has. I need to do more shirt casts on it. Limited cast, whatever it's called. Okay. I feel like we're getting them down. Alright, I'm a little bit frozen. Here we go. Yeah, so some members were frozen in the party. Yeah, they should probably separate far away. Alright, we're moving around. This is a very peaceful fight. I know it's just on hard, which is a lot easier nowadays. The mechanics are pretty good. There we go. Yeah, we got this. Got this win probably before the end of this mechanic. Hey, there we go. We won. We actually beat hard. This is probably going to be on that roulette. Wow, pretty epic. Ramuh. Goodbye, Ramuh. Oh, and everyone else just left. I wonder if there'll be... Oh, I received a player commendation. Everyone's really quick. Maybe there's just no death animation. Everyone was like, accommodation leave.
I have taken thy measure.
Thy measure, bringer of light.
And I judge thee a worthy champion.
Okay.
The task of excising the sin that hath taken root in man's heart is thine. Shrink not from employing thy strength in service to the forest and the wider realm beyond. Like hungering shadows do the enemies of harmony gather, and meekness will but feed them.
Okay.
If man is to be delivered from the dark, it shall be by thy guiding light alone.
Stray not from the path.
Stray not from the path, for if thou dost, thy people shall be truly lost.
Okay, Ramuh. I won't stray that much, you know.
Thou hast slain the Lord of Levin.
Lord of Levin.
A regrettable act, but a necessary one.
Yeah. Sag.
In witnessing thy struggle, the truth hath been revealed unto me. If I mistake not, it may yet prove a chink in the eternal armor of the Ascians. But let us conclude our present business. I shall expound upon my findings at the Rising Stones anon.
Alright, confront. Yeah. Let's just head off in that direction. Let's fly through all the stuff. This is pretty cool. Lark's Call. Ramuh. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, monumental duty. sure. Yeah, let's teleport to New Gridania. Then we'll go to Old Gridania and report out.
You are returned to us, dear friend, and none the worse for bearing the heavy burden which I did press upon you. Most glad I am informed that your efforts to negotiate Ramuh made trial of you, I fear. It cannot be our ship. As the scars of the collapse yet now. Eorzea must be. On behalf of the people, full oft. Lord Ramuh has... Voices of the forest, pray speak and I shall listen. What unseen evil begets this unease?